I have this little device, a little scalp massager thing, and I like it so much that I don't even know if I'm putting placing it up here. I don't know nothing about putting stuff in front of a camera, but I really like this little thing. Um, I got it from Amazon today, and I can't keep it out of my head. It's a Japanese brand one, and anyway, I digress. Let me talk about what I wanted to say, which is that I've been noticing something about being someone that you no longer know in midlife. And I want to give that a name. There's something about that that needs to be named because then you get to own it. You get to, at least you get to face it. And most importantly, you get to catch yourself when you're doing it and move yourself to a place that you want to be in this lovely life, in this lovely stage of life um, that we call midlife. So if you look anything like me, a lady in midlife, then do come on in. Um, so yeah, let's talk about naming when you no longer um, know yourself in midlife. Because, and I'd say it's not about being confused or anything like that. It's not burnout exactly. It's not even about retirement. It's something else. Here's the thing. You can be in your highest earning years. You can be respected. You can be stable. You can be indispensable, yet still wake up feeling unfamiliar to yourself. You built a whole identity. We have. We built a whole identity around being capable. We've been the woman who handles it, the woman who figures it out, the woman who, is strong, who doesn't crumble. It's almost like you became undeniable. But somewhere in that process, you stopped asking who you actually are without that role. You manage well at work, in meetings, with personalities, with all the politics of it all. You can read the room in a flash. You can anticipate friction. You position yourself so that you can keep things balanced pretty well anyway. And you chalk that up as being professional. But I want to say it a little bit differently. I want to say that it's actually you managing. And this same skill set that makes us successful, it exhausts you in midlife. Because you're no longer, at this point, you don't just manage tasks, you're managing tone, you're managing perception, you're managing how you come across. And you even do that at home. I remember being at a meeting one time and, it was tense, how these work meetings can be. No one was saying it. I felt my body shift. I started softening my questions, reframing other people's comments so they wouldn't sound so harsh to other listeners. I found myself carrying the mood so that it wouldn't crack, even at work. No one asked me to do that. I just found myself doing it. And that's the part. And now here you are thinking about France or Arizona or a smaller life or just a quieter one. Not because you hate your career, because you're tired of being the stabilizer in all the rooms that you show up in. There's a question under this restlessness. If you stop managing, who are you? Not who can escape it all or who can get away from it all. Just Who are you without the title and without being the steady hand? Hold that for a minute, because midlife shifts everything. Our tolerance narrows, our energy, it doesn't replenish the same way that it used to, and you cannot override yourself indefinitely anymore. The small compromises, they feel so big now. The extra projects, they feel heavier. You notice how much of your day is spent adjusting yourself. And honestly, you kind of start resenting it a little bit. This might be a little bit uncomfortable. Sometimes I wasn't just keeping things smooth because I was, oh, so generous. I was keeping things smooth because I liked being needed. Well, that's not exactly it. I liked being centered to it all. I like for people to go ask Minty. If I was the one holding it together, then I mattered. It's not all that flattering to admit, but it is true. Overfunctioning made me valuable, did not make me known. I almost wanted to say that a little bit softer. It, I almost, it's making me think it was necessary at that time. And truly, there was a time that it was necessary, but it still cost me something. It cost me being with my own self. You don't wake up in midlife lost. You wake up in midlife unfamiliar because for decades you've been oriented outward. You've been oriented toward performance, toward stability, toward being the one who doesn't flinch. And now you're asking a softer question. What do I want my days to feel like? Not what sounds impressive, not what looks like you're the responsible person. What feels honest. Centering ourselves at this stage, it's not dramatic, it's subtle. It's not volunteering for one more thing just because you can. It's not explaining your boundaries. It's letting a room sit in its own tension without us stepping in. It's asking yourself first, I am no longer organizing my life around being indispensable. That doesn't mean that you quit tomorrow. It means you stop pretending that you're not changing. Because in fact, you are. And that change doesn't need to be rushed, but it does need acknowledgement. So let's go back to what I said at the beginning. There's something about being someone you no longer know, and that needs a name. It's not crisis, it's midlife calibration. It's calibrating to the body that you now own. It's a space between who you built to survive and who you are when you're no longer proving anything. It's a space where you're not reckless. You're evolving, though. You're doing that quietly. We're all doing that in midlife. We're all evolving in midlife. Some people a little different than others, but there's a lot of familiarity to it. And if this sounds familiar to you, then please subscribe. That helps us stay connected. That lets me have these conversations with you that you respond to, and let me know what I can drill down a little bit deeper on to help us navigate midlife. Sometimes it's about leaving. Sometimes it's not about leaving. It's mostly about learning who we are right now, owning the bodies that we're in now, and letting that be enough. So, subscribe. That helps us stay connected, and it also helps others who may be in need find this talk. Take care of yourselves. No, really, really take care of yourself. And I will see you in the next one.